Right. Hello, everybody. I am the DM with no talent and indeed no trousers. My name is Matthew Rummins, and today I will be running a game of Dungeons and Dragons with my friends. In the top right, the bardic card who plays music so hard that a true-seeing wizard couldn't see through his facade. The rock star who needs only one name, Christopher.
Very anticlimactic.
In the bottom right, no one knows if she's crazy or just plain mean, but she knows she's the queen, Triazamine.
Oh yeah!
And you forgot about Dre, because Dre be gone! He's the fighter with the lighter. This is a song about a bong and a man who's strong. He can't hit anything else. He's Dre gone. Okay, so we're back from our break. Triazamine seems to have become a character from Star Wars, and B, kind of directed in the wrong way. Dragon, on the other hand, has turned into the face of Bo. And Charlie's the only person who's winning at the moment because he hasn't been turned into a bullywug once.
Yeah, but my internet has died on numerous occasions.
That's fine. Don't worry about your internet. All of us have internet problems. You know what you need, Charlie? Virgin. Sorry. Oh no, it's like that.
I've already had a few of those.
Boom! That was me just driving over that innuendo.
By the way, do I not get inspiration for the choice of song?
No, you didn't sing it.
Oh no, my internet died.
Yeah, what can I say?
Damn it. Fuck you, internet.
Yeah, why are you paying your mobile provider for internet? I mean,
I'm not. Daddy is.
He was kind of singing along. I did hear him.
Oh, my daddy pays for Virgin.
So does mine.
Wait, we all have Virgin?
No. I mean, he pays for Virgin Internet, not for his son, who is a Virgin.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Sick burn! Dungeon Master gets the ability to cast to inflict disadvantage on any person he wishes at any time.
Matt,
Charlie, I take
that would be funny. Unfortunately, that was my joke.
Was it?
Yeah.
I just made it better.
No, you just explained it. If anything, that made it worse.
I shall drink a sympathy drink.
I'll your passive persuasion is You don't have a passive persuasion. Okay, fuck it. Alright. We're back from our toilet break. Okay, so you guys have looked at and signed these documents, and you've paid 2,000 gold in gold and gems to the receptionist, who's put it into a small small cylinder, which he put into a tube, and the tube seems to have sucked it away to wherever.
You mean like the poor Augustus Gloop from
Yep,
Charlie and
the documents that you've signed have been signed in triplicate. She keeps one at the desk. She gives one to you for you to keep, and she puts another one. She puts the other ones in another cylinder and puts it into a different tube, and that gets sent off to wherever. And
human resources.
She says to you, keep she says to you just before you leave. She sort of looks and she says, "Prepare yourselves."
Why?
Roll a
before we leave.
Roll a persuasion.
Where are we going?
Sorry, what?
Before we leave, where are we going?
You're going to meet Omen Dran.
Cool. Which one?
She looks around, makes sure nobody is looking at all, and she says, "Probably one of the new ones."
Cool.
You've worked. All of you, including Triazamine, have worked. Who actually has a better wisdom and Wingway worked out straight away because he's got passive insight of 17. But the rest of you have worked out by now that this is the receptionist that you were told, the receptionist / secretary that you were told was the mole that the Council of Nine had inside Acquisitions Incorporated. And what question did you just ask her?
I asked her which Omen Dran.
She said probably one of the new ones.
Yeah.
And but Triazamine asked a question also. She said, "Be prepared." And I think Triazamine said,
asked why.
Why? She says in a very low voice, new franchisees, in fact all new employees of Acquisitions Incorporated are tested in trial. And you missed it because you said something, so you didn't hear what she said.
Trial by combat, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Dragon assumes something.
Trial of wit.
Could be trial by performance.
Oh. Well, Dre's screwed then.
Trial by acrobatics. Trial by history. Trial by investigation. Trial by medicine. Trial by
What about trial of stealth?
Trial by stealth. Yeah. Well, how would they know if you had succeeded?
Yeah.
By the minimum amount of alarms that we set off.
If you set off none of them, how would they know you had even completed the course?
Because the thing
just told them that we
stand at the end and go, I did it, and all the alarms
were trial by deception.
Meta game over. She points you towards the door, which is to her left, and says, I hope I see you again soon. She pats a stack of papers on her left and gives you a knowing look. Roll insight.
Who?
Everyone.
Mine's
12.
And
you got 12.
But it was.
Yep.
You have to roll a high insight to work this one out.
I will do once I find my dice.
Can I roll again? Because technically I rolled off my book, but it landed on 8.
If it fell off of the thing that you were trying to roll on, you can roll it again.
What I mean is...
There's no searching under the table to see whether it was a 20.
No, it landed there.
That's Jack dice.
Okay,
roll again. I get the impression she's rolling again and again.
So,
it's because it keeps dropping off.
Yeah, she rolled and it fell off. Right, I'll roll.
So in total, I got 11.
7.
7. Okay. None of you seem to understand the gesture, and you continue into the next room. In the next room, there are many people working. They say,
ooh, what are they doing?
They're basically moving boxes from one room to another, and they
What's
say,
in the box? What's in the box?
"What's in the box? What's in the box?" Your passive perception allows you to see a room that says new employees, and you make your way to that room rather than investigating any of the boxes that these people are obviously working diligently to move from one place to another. There are many people working for Acquisitions Incorporated. This is a very large company.
Are we starting work today, or are we just getting the tour?
It looks like you're just getting the tour.
Fun.
You go into this. You go into this room.
On my way there, I equip my shield.
Okay. In the room, there is just a large sign on the door, on the wall, that says, "Please wait." In the middle of the room, there is a circle, a 10-foot wide circle that is inscribed with many runes all around it. An Arcana check, if any of you wish to make one.
I've got a +1 on that.
Well, Wingway has got a +8, so he's going to make one.
I got a 6.
I got a 19. Well, Wingway got a 19. Wingway knows that this is a circle of transportation.
0.
So this is
Dragon has +0 on his Arcana, and I've got +1.
That's all right. Wingway made it. He got 11 on the dice, and he's got a +8 to Arcana. He knows that this is he knows and tells you that this is a circle of transportation, which allows people to be transported from using magic from some location in this plane on this plane to another location on this plane where there is a circle. So it's like the transporter pads in Star Trek, except without.
Could I cast a spell?
You could try.
The one that detects good and evil.
Charlie, you don't want to advise your.
I suggest we keep the spell slots because we don't know.
Oh, sorry. The triazamine. It's not a spell for triazamine to cast.
The cantrip.
It's not even a cantrip. It's a feature.
Ah.
It's
So would I be able to cast?
Still needs to be used.
Good and evil.
Divine Smite. Where is it? Divine Sense. As an action, you can detect good and evil, but you can only do that four times per long rest.
Something's telling me there's some evil in this building.
Okay.
Well, yeah, duh.
You detect no good or evil except, and in fact, you detect no evil from Charlie's. You detect no evil from Christopher's instrument either, because it is under the false aura cast upon it by Wingway.
Oh yeah, how long does that last, by the way?
24 hours, I think.
All right.
It might be 8 hours. It's one of the two.
Raina wants to join in. Come on, that's
24 hours. And if you cast the spell on the same object every day, creature or object, for 30 days, placing the same effect on it each time. The illusion lasts until it is dispelled. So Wingway has cast this on his magic bag of holding. A long time ago, he cast this false aura every day on it, and he won't dispel it, so he just has a magic bag of holding that is invisible to detect magic spells, and invisible to detect good or evil, but a bag of holding is neither good nor evil. Your instrument is magic and evil, but undetectable by magic spells and undetectable by good or evil.
Cool. Alright, should we
so Triesamine, your divine sense detects nothing in this room. What Christopher, what did you say?
I turn to the group and say, well, should we see what happens?
Yeah, why not?
Everyone got their weapons out, because I don't trust this.
In the words of Elsa, take me into the unknown.
Right, so you're all equipping your weapons and armor.
Yeah. Well, I think my weapon and armor was already equipped.
Yeah, our armor should already be equipped.
Well, you put your sword away, Triesamine, when you stop trying to intimidate people in the street. But you've taken it back out again now. If it's in its sheath, it's not equipped. It's just being worn.
I've still got my armor equipped. So,
armor's equipped. If your sword is in its sheath, it's not equipped. It takes an action to take it out of its sheath, which is stupid, really, when you think that what are they called? Those.
Does it cost an action to equip my daggers?
Yeah.
Are you holding a shield?
Samurai.
Samurai. Well done, Charlie. Yes, Charlie. That's allowed.
I've got my daggers, my long sword, great sword, and armor.
If you want to hold a shield, and a sword, you can't hold a dagger as well, unless you're going to hold it between your teeth.
Unlike the boys, I did not buy a shield.
But you had a shield anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but shield of +2. And I have to point out that does give you an AC of 22, which is bleeding brilliant. Whereas a dagger causes about 4 damage.
Sword it is then.
Yeah, daggers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but my
as your dungeon master, and we pointed out at the beginning of the first chapter of this is to the audience. We pointed out at the beginning of the first chapter that we have dumped Dre and Kayla into their roles at 5th level in their first ever campaign in Dungeons and Dragons. So they are very much the wards of Charlie and I. And so the occasional bit of metagaming advice.
I'm very much the noob in this situation.
Yep. Well, I've got an idea.
To
but
be
I'm
fair,
not going to tell you what it is.
I'm happy being the noob because it allows me to progress my character and grow my character as I go along.
Yeah, I like the way you've got +7 to lunatic. I'm wondering whether it's going to go down or up as the game goes on. Okay, so you've got your shield equipped, Triesamine.
Mm-hmm.
And your long sword, your great sword. Sorry.
Yep. But wait, isn't my great sword two-handed? So how can I have my shield?
You can wield your great sword two-handed. It is a two-handed weapon.
Can't you wield it one-handed?
It's a heavy two-handed weapon. Dre, you've got a long sword that you can give to Triesamine, because you've got a long sword and a long sword of
Yeah, I've got 2 longswords.
You could make it an action. You let me borrow it then.
Well, you're not in initiative at the moment, so you don't need to take an action to do it. You can just do it.
Can I pass on my longsword then?
Yeah, just hand it over.
Yeah.
Okay, what is it? It's a long sword of, what was it? Is one? It was
just a standard longsword.
Okay.
So I remove my longsword. And you add it. Bring up D&D Beyond.
You got a +3. That's double-handed weapons.
And then go to equipment.
Yeah, Triazamine, it makes sense for you to use a one-handed weapon and a shield, because it says while wielding a shield and a creature you can see attacks a target other than you within 5 feet, you use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack of the roll. So the way that you've set up your character is for one-handed fighting.
Yeah.
Okay.
As have you, Dre.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Everybody say noobs.
Noobs.
Great. Okay.
Noobs.
You have been sitting in this room now for about 15 minutes.
Resume is starting to get very bored.
And you're starting to get bored. Wingway has decided to treat this as a short rest in the hope of perhaps regaining some of his Wingway's treating this as a short rest. You have turned up at 5 in the morning. Any of the rest of you want to treat this as a short rest?
Yeah, why not?
Need
to. Can I treat it as a short rest just to try and attune a little bit better to this Odyssey, please?
Oh yeah, you can. Okay, I can't regain any spell slots on a short rest.
A long rest.
What did you roll for your for your percentile dice, Charlie?
42.
There's for anybody who wants to make one, there is a Douglas Adams joke in there. How many short rests can you make per day, Charlie?
I don't think there's a maximum on that. I think it's just long rests.
Oh, I've got to point out, at least 1 hour, it says. I've been treating short rests as 2 hours, but apparently at least 1 hour. Charlie, we've come to the end of that hour. Roll me an insight check. What'd you get?
20. Nat 20.
I don't believe
Nat 20.
I don't believe you. What did you really get?
Nat 20.
You got a nat 20. You think that your attunement to this instrument is going a lot slower than you thought it was, and that well, you got a nat 20. Was it nat 20 plus what? What's your insight?
Nothing.
Your insight is nothing.
My insight. Yeah. I know nothing, John.
You really do know nothing. Your wisdom is crap. Okay.
I'm a bard. I'm not clever.
For every percentage that you roll, is divided by 10, and that is added to your overall insight. That is added to your overall attunement.
Right.
So if you rolled, let's say, a 5 on your first one, that would have been 0.5% attunement.
Right. So that was 4.2 I just rolled. Achievement.
Yep.
Alright. Well, it's getting there.
That was added to what you've got, what you've had before.
Alright.
Raina, will you lie down, please?
Now, if you've been keeping a record of what you'd done, you would know what level your attunement was. But I'm going to ask you next time to roll an insight check, and if you get a similar score, then I'll let you know what level your attunement is at.
Go.
Out of the metagame. So you're getting bored of waiting. God damn. How long do
should we just go on the wall and see what happens first?
Well, you did turn up at 5 in the morning.
Well,
I mean, what?
Yeah. Doors were open.
Yeah, the doors were open, but you're waiting for Omin Dran. She said that you're probably going to meet Omin Dran. Omin Dran, if there's only one of them, is the leader of the company. And he doesn't just turn up at 5 in the morning for whatever franchisees turn up to ask for a franchise. He's not that kind of businessman. If you'd like to know a little bit about Omin Dran, Omin Dran's favourite saying is that I am responsible solely to my shareholders, and I am the only shareholder. Omin Dran doesn't get out of bed at 5 in the morning.
Lazy fuck.
He might be pissed off with the idea of his employees not getting up at 5 in the morning. So sometimes he might get up at 5 in the morning to go and check that his employees were up and doing their work. But that would be.
They were 13 minutes late, weren't they?
What did you say?
They were 13 minutes late.
They were 13 minutes late, but this time.
He should be pissed off.
Well, in a passive insight of 15 from Triezamine gives you the impression that because you're sitting in a room with a transport circle in it, and Wingway's passive insight, which is 17, you get the impression that you're waiting for a person who is not in this building.
Well,
and who is probably coming to transport from somewhere else. While you're waiting, another group of adventurers, 4 of them, wander into the room. And they sit down on benches on the other side. One is a cleric. One is he's a halfling cleric. You can tell because of his robes. One is a barbarian, half-orc barbarian with many weapons attached to his body. Another is a drow sorcerer, and another is a druid that you can't quite work out the heritage of. You eye each other up. Yes, the drow is a sorcerer.
Right.
Oh, yeah, of course you understood that the druid is a human, so of course you worked that out pretty quickly. You're sitting there eyeing each other up. You wanna make a deception check?
Not quite yet.
You wanna talk to them?
What I'd like to do is turn to Tresmain and say, "Can you roll an intimidation check while I just sing a song?"
Yeah, no worries.
I turn to Dragon and say, "I don't think that druid likes you very much."
Roll a persuasion check. Or no, deception check.
D20, right?
Deception.
No, not you, Dre. Not you, Dragon. Christopher, roll a deception check.
Why am I... Hang on, wait, you haven't heard my song yet.
You're trying to deceive Dragon into believing that this druid doesn't like him very much.
No, I'm not trying to deceive him. I'm just saying, if it comes to it, you get the druid, alright?
Alright, maybe you'd like to rephrase it in some way that the Dungeon Master won't cause you to make a deception check?
Yeah, I turn to Dragon and say, "That druid, you can definitely take him. Just saying, if it comes to it, you're after the druid, alright?"
Cool, got ya.
Wingway just says, maybe we should think tactically.
Yep. Maybe.
To what?
Or, how's that intimidation check going?
I rolled an 11.
You rolled an 11?
Plus.
And that is +3.
That's a 14. Okay, well you've intimidated anybody who's got an less than that. Okay, so the cleric is intimidated. The drow sorcerer is intimidated, and the druid is intimidated, but the barbarian is not.
Excellent.
The barbarian, hang on a sec, the barbarian has got a passive wisdom of 10 and a passive perception of 13. He notices you trying to intimidate his friends, and he rolls an intimidation check of his own. Yeah, I mean,
can I sing my song, please?
So you wanted to time your song exactly with the intimidation check of Triezamine. And what was Dragon doing?
Dragon was told what he should be doing if it comes to it.
Okay, there is a large sign that says "Please wait."
Yeah. So I turn and I use Bardic Inspiration on Dragon. And go, Dragon, you like to hit druids. And when you do hit them, they turn into fluids. Yeah, Dragon, you like to hit druids. And when you go and hit them, they turn into fluids. Hey!
That's a brilliant song. And if you make this D100 check, then are you using your instrument?
I'm using Bardic Inspiration.
But are you using your instrument? You're just singing?
No, because I've got my sword and shield equipped.
Okay. So roll.
It's just Bardic Inspiration.
Just Bardic Inspiration. You don't need to roll anything. You just give him Bardic Inspiration, right?
Yep.
Cool. Okay, Dre, you've got an ability check. You've got advantage on any ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
It's not advantage. It's plus 1d8.
Oh, it's plus 1d8. Sorry. Charlie will explain it to you. I thought Bardic Inspiration was an advantage.
No, as a so for 10 minutes, the creature can add it to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Cool. Does that take one of your spell slots?
It's one of my bardic inspirations.
Is that just an ability or a cantrip, or is it actually a spell slot?
It's an action.
So
Or
it's
a bonus action, technically, but
bonus action. So it doesn't take one of your spell slots. Cool.
No.
Okay, cool. And so you've given Dre a +8 on any attack roll, saving throw, or
ability check,
including damage, right? Does it include damage?
The attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. It's just those three.
Okay. Okay. Well, in response, the half-orc barbarian, noticing that Triezamine has intimidated his 3 companions, rolls a intimidation check of his own.
Fight me.
Against you. This is against all 4 of you.
Yep.
Fight me.
+3. That's 14. If your armor class is less than 14 or less, then you are intimidated. Wingway has an armor class of 13 +3 because he cast mage armor on himself earlier, so he is not intimidated.
Cool.
I know Dragon and Triezamine are not intimidated. What about you, Christopher? What's your AC?
Lucky I equipped that shield. Really, it's 16 now.
Okay, you're not intimidated. The two of you, your teams, just eye each other suspiciously for what seems like an eternity, until there is a sudden flash in the middle of the room, and there appears in the middle of the magic circle, the teleportation circle, a tall man. He is bald of head. He wears plate armor and a blue, I think it's called a tabard, isn't it? A thing that goes over your armor to display what army you're fighting for, if you're fighting in an army. And it's a blue tabard with a symbol of the god Timora on it. He has he's well shod. He has good boots, and he turns to all of you. He looks at all of you in the room and says, "I take it you are the new franchise opportunities that we have in Acquisitions Incorporated."
Correct.
He thinks about it, corrects himself, and says, "I'm sorry, I mean, you are those who have taken the opportunity of taking up a franchise opportunity with Acquisitions Incorporated." You get the feeling that this guy isn't really used to what he's doing. That's right. Wingway certainly gets that with his passive insight of 17.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how high all of your insights are, but if you got over 15, then you can tell that this guy is not quite on the ball. He says, "Please follow me." He leads you out of the chamber and through a set of double doors. You hear a sort of clanking of machinery. And he leads you to another door that says training area.
Woohoo, training.
Yeah. He leads you into the training area and gestures to two benches in the training area. The first thing you notice about the training area, I'll tell you the things that are secondary first. The training area is a room with one door that you enter through. It is 30 foot wide and 40 foot long. There are two benches, one at the side on the left, one at the side on the right, and in the middle there is a troll chained up like this. Can you see? Is there enough light?
Yep.
I can see it.
Cool. Now I've written little letters for where you're sitting. You got
Is it Tuesday?
Wingway is at the bottom.
That's why.
I wasn't sure.
Can you see all that? So that's 30 foot on the bottom, 40 foot up the sides. The squares that I'm using are 5 foot square. And 15 foot from in the middle of the room, 15 foot down, chained to the floor by a neck chain, is a troll. Troll that looks like this.
Oh.
Can you see that, Kayla?
Yeah, he ugly.
He ugly. He's not just ugly, he's a large giant. So
Oh, good. They have a cave troll.
They have a cave troll. So it's
troll from Harry Potter.
The room is very tall. The floor is made of a smoothed marble.
Ooh.
Possibly wiped clean.
And at the mention of marble, you have my interest.
The cave troll, the troll, not cave troll. You've got me going now. Oh, good. They have a cave troll. The troll snarls at you and tries to move outside of the area which I've drawn on here, which is 5 foot from where he is chained to the floor, and he is chained to the floor 15 foot down. I don't know
1 minute, Matt.
If you need to see again.
1 minute.
I've got to drop the call because. Sorry.
Okay, you do what you need.
Did you catch that? You guys caught that, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
If at any time you don't know where you are, I'll remind you.
Cool.
You all sit down. Omendran walks up to the cave troll. Says, "How are you today, Timothy?" The cave troll just goes. Rah, rah. The cave troll can only talk in giant, so it sounds like he's snarling at him, but this is actually a language. Omendran says to the troll, "How are you today, Timothy?" The giant says something back to him, but you can't understand what it is. It could be him saying, "Very well, Omendran," or it could be him saying, "Fuck you, you cunt, let me go out of this bloody chain." But whatever. No, if none of you can speak giant, I don't think.
No, I can see
I know Wingway can't.
No.
Okay.
None of us can speak giant. But wait, doesn't my pseudo dragon know everything? Can they not translate?
No, your pseudo dragon cannot talk.
No, but can't I imagine that they talk?
No, it doesn't work.
It can have your pseudo dragon can it has a measured amount of telepathy, but there doesn't seem to be enough in it. It's not giving you any telepathic thoughts right now. It's not communicating with you. Omindran walks back towards the door. He stands in the doorway and he says, 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves. And he closes the door. A rune shines on the door.
We're locked in.
And
I think so.
and I'd like you all to roll initiative.
Oh. Oh, where's my dice gone? I can't find my dice.
12.
Did you say 12?
60.
Dragon, can I
Yeah.
see your dice, please? Oh,
18.
Nice.
They're there, Kayla.
So
dice somewhere.
Christopher,
Together.
17.
great. Christopher, you got 12.
Yeah.
Dragon, you got
18.
I'm writing your full name so I don't have to drink. And Triazamin,
17. And if it was for insight, I've got a +5 on.
okay. Okay.
Oh,
Dragon's got +1 on his insight.
It's not insight, it's initiative.
Oh, initiative.
Yeah, well, I told you, did you give me your initiative scores?
Yeah, initiative was insight, wasn't it?
No, initiative is next to your armor class.
Oh.
It's right at the top.
no, +2. +2 is mine.
Come on,
Sorry.
D&D, load up.
So
So
18
Jack-
plus 2. So 20.
My D&D to load up.
So Dragon,
Sorry.
you got 20, did you?
Yeah. 18 +2.
Well, I rolled a 17. My initiative is +1, so I got 18 total.
You got 18.
Mhm.
Cool. And Charlie, you got it right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you all rolled very good initiative rolls.
Did
but the enemy cleric rolled a 21.
Nah.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad it was the cleric.
Yeah.
And Dragon, you know your orders?
Well,
Yeah.
the room is...
Oh, by the way, do I not get inspiration for my song?
It didn't achieve
It was-
anything.
What?
It gave Dre the thing.
Yeah.
Roll a persuasion check against your dungeon master.
Alright.
All of us, or just
Just
Charlie.
Charlie. He's the only one who can metagame.
17.
You got insight. You got inspiration.
Yeah, boy.
Okay, so this is the
You've
cleric.
inspired me to cleave the druid in half.
The cleric goes first.
Yep.
Okay, so that inspires me to slice the cleric in half.
No, okay,
Let's have a look. The cleric is going to cast Command at 3rd level.
What does that do?
Command says you speak one word. You speak a one-word command to a creature you can see within range. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or follow the command on its next turn. The spell has no effect if the target is undead, if it doesn't understand your language, rah-de-rah. At higher levels, when you cast this spell using a spell slot of 2nd level or higher, you can affect one additional creature. The creatures must be within 30 feet of each other when you target them. Okay, and this range is 60 feet. You guys are within 60 feet, so he chooses Wingway, Dragon, and Triezamine.
Mm-hmm.
And he casts Command at 3rd level. So, I need you all to make dexterity saving throws. Now,
My dexterity saving throw is a +1.
you can see where it says saving throws, right?
Is it the D20 dice?
You roll a D20 and you use the number it says saving throws here.
Yeah, my saving throw for dexterity is +1. I rolled an 8.
You rolled an 8. Okay, you failed.
I got a +2 and I'm about to roll.
So what he said,
9.
by the way, his command was grovel.
Isn't he intimidated still? Shouldn't it have been a disadvantage?
No, you've moved from rooms to rooms.
Oh no, it doesn't.
Fail at groveling?
At your next turn, when it comes to your turn, you must grovel until your next turn. That's just one turn. Dragon, what did you roll?
19 plus 2 dexterity.
And in that case, you succeed. Now, Wingway. Wingway succeeds, but Wingway is going to roll a deception check to see whether he can pretend that he was actually affected by this thing. It's 11 plus 5 deception, that's 16. Okay, Wingway successfully... It's Wingway's turn now. Wingway uses his turn to pretend that he's been affected by this command. Grovel. Yep. So he grovels on the floor, but he prepares an action. I'm just going to write prep next to his name. He prepares an action, and he's rolled a 16 deception check. So he's just going to whisper to you guys, "Let them approach us."
Cool.
Okay, Dragon, it's your turn. What do you want to do? Now, they are actually 35 feet away, so you could get to them and hit them, but you would then be surrounded by them. Wingway has successfully deceived them into thinking that he is affected, but he's actually prepared an action. You don't know what action he's prepared, but he's whispered to you, "Let them approach us." You can try and make an intimidation check, or Charlie, what do you think he could do?
You don't have any ranged weapons, do you?
No, I don't think so.
He's got an axe that he can throw. But he would have to.
Yeah,
he would have to put away one sword to do that.
Thinking of ways of. Sorry, is a command a concentration spell?
Dre, don't you have ice knife or something like that? What is ice knife?
I'm not exactly sure. I just thought it sounded. Uses one. Oh, range area 60 foot, 5 foot.
Yes, is command a concentration spell?
No.
It says components: a drop of water or a piece of ice.
It only lasts for one turn.
Oh, right, okay.
So if you say run,
you create a shard of ice
and
fling
forever.
it.
They'll run for the end as far as they can on that turn, and then they can come back.
Yeah, it is a range attack. You create a shard of ice and fling it at the creature within range. It makes a ranged spell attack against the target on hit. Target takes 1d10 piercing damage, hit or miss. The shard then explodes, and the target of each creature within 5 foot must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage.
And that's just a spell.
Cool. 5 on the first d6.
Great.
Come on, 6.
Yep, you're right. 6. You called it.
11. Okay.
Straight out the bat, Dragon's just smashed the fuck out of him. Like, our fighter's just used a magic weapon, even though he's like got Wingway next to him, and Paladin, and a Bard. And the one that's used magic damage was the fucking fighter.
Okay, the only one who didn't hit was the half-orc barbarian.
Ice dagger. Fuck it, work.
That was pretty good, Dre. A 5 and a 6.
Matt, I have a question.
And you missed as well.
Yeah.
You can use your free action to have a bit of your pong.
You want to ask me a question?
Yeah, when it comes to my turn, I want to use the spell magic weapon. Does that work only on my weapons or on somebody else's weapons around me?
You can touch somebody else's weapon. But you have to be within touching range of them, which isn't within 5 feet. That's within 1 foot. So
I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do on my.
And you can't move because your action's going to be grovelling.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do anything on your thing, Triasamine, because you're grovelling.
Damn it. I hate grovelling when it doesn't go over.
So you basically that basically means you miss a turn.
Ah, fuck.
Okay. It's now the enemy druid's turn. Okay, so the enemy druid.
How's he looking?
How's he looking? Let me tell you. Druid. He doesn't look too badly messed up.
Yeah, impressive.
Actions. He's going to use wild shape. That means as an action you can magically assume the shape of a beast that you have seen before. At 4th level it can be a half. Okay, so he's going to turn into a
Chicken.
I won't make it a giant spider because that was scared. Triaz, you mean? let's make it. Was it a black bear? I think. He's going to turn into a black bear.
It's nice of him.
Cool. There's no picture here, so I can't show you a picture of the black bear. Yeah, I haven't chosen an animal stronger than the druid can use, and that uses some of his turn. That uses one action, and he's going to use the rest of his action to move. I think it's 30 feet. As a black bear, he can move 40 feet. So, Dre, you targeted the druid, Dragon.
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
You targeted the druid. So the druid, who is number... Oh God, I'm stupid at this. Druid is number 4. He's going to get up right in your face. So you have a black bear going right in front of you. Tresamin, you are grovelling. It is now Christopher's turn.
Excellent.
Wingway just sort of winks at you. Wingway's grovelling on the floor.
Yeah.
But he just sort of winks at you.
With my abilities metagame, you can tell me to fuck off if you will. Well, what level was that spell cast?
Which one?
The one that turned him into a bear.
That's just a feature of druids. Druids as an action after level 2 can, this is just from my memory, as an action you can magically assume the shape of a beast that you have seen before. No flying or swimming speed. You can stay in beast shape for 2 hours before reverting back to your normal form, or as a bonus action earlier, or if you fall unconscious, drop to 0 hit points or die.
Right. I cast Dispel Magic.
It's not magic.
But you said it was magic. You literally said that.
No, it's a feature.
Oh yes, but it's druidic magic, which is a magic that is of the land. It's not arcana. It's
damn it.
It's a how do they describe it? It's like it's like Gaia magic.
Damn Wiccans.
This magic comes from the earth and the trees and the very living force of the plane. It doesn't come from arcana, which is a sort of sky magic, a magic created by sorcerers or learnt by wizards. This is something.
I take a circuitous route to the back of the bear.
You're going behind the bear?
Yep.
Okay. Wingway's just like,
I'm still nearby. Sorry, which creature is the druid that's turned into the bear, isn't it?
Wingway can't use his action to tell you. He could send a sending spell to tell you what he was going to do, but that would be using his action.
Well, it's alright.
So Wingway's just going.
It just makes you pass out.
Basically, I think what Wingway's trying to imply is, look, it takes them 30 feet to get to us, and they can't attack. It takes them 35 feet to get to us. So, as long as they've got only 30 foot, this is real metagaming, and I'm only doing this for you, Christopher, or Charlie, because you are metagamer. He's trying to get across to you. Look, this is a 40-foot wide room, and most people have only got a 30-foot speed. So none of them can get 40, to us.
So I don't trust it.
None of them can get to us and attack us. Whereas if you go behind the bear, the barbarian can get to you and hit him and hit you. But he can't get to anybody else and hit them. So he's gonna hit you, isn't he? This is what Wingway manages to get all of this across just by going.
We all know that look.
Well,
I mean, you can stab up this bear. You can stab up this bear from where you are. You're within 5 feet of the bear.
Yeah, but I wanted to attack with advantage.
You can attack with advantage. You've got Dre right next. You've got Dragon right next to you. It's.
No, I didn't realise I. Yeah, that's what I was meant to do. It's like flanking.
Have a look.
Sorry, I can't see the map, can I? So.
No, I see. See where you are.
No, I can't really see that, to be honest. But...
well, okay. You are all sitting on.
If I attack the bear, I'm attacking with advantage.
Imagine all four of you are sitting on a bench, right? Wingway has fallen to his knees and grovelled. Triazamine has fallen to her knees and grovelled. That leaves Dragon and Christopher sitting in the middle, you two next to each other.
Right.
Dragon has ice-knifed this guy without moving, so maybe he stood up and ice-knifed him, or he might have remained sitting and ice-knifed him, for all I know. You are within... The bear has come over... He used an action to turn into a bear, and then he used another action to move right up into Dre's face. He couldn't. He didn't have a bonus action to attack. So you are within 5 feet of the bear, and the bear is engaged. Well, he's not engaged yet, but is trying to attack Dre. Dragon. Fuck's sake.
All right. So I'll attack with advantage using the rapier then.
Yeah, go for it.
I was going to say, if you wanted...
I think it's kind of nice having this 4 thing going on here.
Fuck, you know. 25 to hit.
25 to hit, is that... No, it's not 26, so that's not a...
Alright.
25 to hit, okay. And that does what damage?
4.
Only 4, is that all?
Yeah. 4. Yeah, that was absolutely shit.
Yeah, I was going to go with the rapier and just saw the damage and decided to go with the longsword. It hits more.
Well, it normally does better than that. I rolled a nat 1 on it, so...
Rolled a nat 1? Poor bastard. Don't you have inspiration?
Yeah. You know what? I do. But...
You're not going to use it yet?
I'm not sure whether to use it.
Roll a quick history check for me.
I'm entirely sure.
8.
Or nature. Sorry, I should have said history or nature.
CFEs.
8. You
Yeah.
know nothing, Jon Snow.
Fair enough. Jon Snow. Yeah. Yeah, I'll roll initiative. Sorry, I'll use inspiration.
You use inspiration. Okay, let me re-add those points to the poor bastard.
You know I'm going to just roll another nat 1, don't you?
No, you're going to roll a 20. What are you rolling, by the way? What are your hit dice?
1d8 plus 3.
1d8 plus 3. Okay, cool. Go for it.
So that's 10.
10. Great.
A little bit better.
So you rolled a 7.
Yeah.
Do your maths correctly? Yes. The bear is blooded.
Good. That's about it. Yeah, that's it. Because I got my shield equipped, I can't use my dagger for 2-weapon fighting, so...
Okay, I've done this wrong, haven't I? Sorry, talk amongst yourselves about random shit.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you guys see me randomly giggling, it's because my friends did something funny in group chat.
You got it for 10?
Got it for 10, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this bear is definitely bloodied.
And yeah, that's the end of my go.
Okay. It is now the sorcerer's go.
Sorry, which one was the halfling?
The halfling was the cleric. He was the first one to cast.
Cool.
No? Yeah.
Okay. The sorcerer could cast any range of spells that would be ranged attacks, but he would get the bear in the
Crossfire.
attack. He doesn't want to do that. So instead,
It's Baxi. Oh.
okay, he's going to cast Chromatic Orb. He's going to cast Chromatic Orb, and he's going to cast it at you, Charlie.
What did I do?
You attacked his mate, the bear.
Started it. He turned into a bear.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your AC? Hang on, no, I'll...
16.
Okay. You got a 22 to hit. Okay. He's going to do that at first level. You take 15.
Can I... Sorry. He's cutting words just after he's fired it to reduce that by 1d8.
Is that a reaction?
Yeah, cutting words. It's a reaction.
Okay. You can reduce that by 1d8.
Dice in a row.
So -3.
-3. Okay.
Oh.
So you take 12.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
No. Oh, good.
You take 12 thunder damage.
Oh. 12, yeah.
Yeah. Or make that lightning damage. Fuck it. It's chromatic orb. It can be anything you want.
Lightning's cool.
So what I was saying was that Charlie took 12 damage. Christopher.
He's going to be very drunk at the end of this.
Well, this is the best whiskey, so I mean, seriously, this should have been 60 quid. Got it for 25.
Yeah.
25.99. What you got there?
Extra dry rusty vermouth.
Oh, vermouth, very nice.
Yeah, I like.
You want vermouth? You can't handle vermouth.
The bottle of.
I'd give you inspiration if that was an in-game thing.
I can't see your camera.
That's good, Dre.
I stole
That's
it
good,
anyway.
Dre. Yeah, I can call you Dre because we're out of game at the moment.
Can you guys see Dre? Because he's still loading on my.
It's fine. That happens all the freaking time for me. Just don't worry about it. Oh no! Now he's loading on mine. There we go. I've got him back.
No. No.
Don't worry. You can see him. He's in the same room as you.
It's everywhere. Fuck.
Roll a lunatic check.
16.
16 plus 7.
Yeah.
Okay, the enemy barbarian had thought that you were the most dangerous person in the dangerous looking person in the room and was making a move towards you, but when he saw that you were you were crying out in lunacy in your groveling. Give me an act. What was the lunacy that you were screaming whilst you were groveling?
I'm bored as fuck, let's fight.
What?
She said she's bored as fuck, let's fight. Because she's grovelling, so she wants to fight.
He thinks the barbarian thinks, well, this is definitely the person I've got to confront because I'm the hardest and she's obviously the hardest. So
I'm the craziest.
the barbarian moves 30 feet towards you. So the barbarian, who is number 1 in this order, is right up in your face, Triazamine.
Yeah.
But because he could only move 30 feet, that doesn't put him within 5 feet of you. He uses the rest of his action to bring himself within 5 feet of you.
Okay.
So he moved 30 feet and then another 5 feet towards you. And that puts him where he is. Now, this, at this point, Wingway, who was only pretending and succeeded at his deception check and had prepped his spell, casts knock.
What was?
Knock?
Knock.
Who's there?
This is a 2nd level spell. Knock. Choose an object you can see within range. The object can be a door, a box, a chest, a set of manacles, a padlock, or another object that contains a mundane or magical means that prevents access. A target that is held shut by a mundane lock or is stuck or barred becomes unlocked, unstuck, or unbarred. If the object has multiple locks, only one of them is unlocked. Righty, right. If you choose a target that is held shut with an arcane lock, this is righty, right. When you cast the spell, a loud knock, audible from as far away as 300 feet, emanates from the target. Okay, he casts this spell on the troll's manacles.
Oh, God.
Oh, fuck.
At this point, Christopher turns to Wingway and says, "Do you really think that was a wise idea?"
Wingway says, "Don't worry, I got more spells up my sleeve."
Don't die.
Okay, Wingway casts knock. The troll is released from its manacles, and this is the troll's turn.
Ah, fuck.
Now, nobody used fire or acid. Now, trolls will naturally attack. Roll me a history check, all of you.
16 plus 4.
Okay.
23.
Okay, great. You know that
No,
the troll
I
will
got 5 on the right die.
the troll will naturally attack any. It will attack anything around it, but it will focus on
Sorry.
Okay, great. This is fun. I can tell you everything about it. Yeah, as a passive perception of 12. The troll regains 10 hit points at the start of its turn. If the troll takes acid or fire damage, the trait does not function, so it doesn't regain the 10 hit points if it takes acid or fire damage. It focuses its attacks on things that use fire or acid. The troll is going to attack the nearest thing to it, which is the barbarian.
Hey.
It moves 30 feet. It's within range of the barbarian. It just walks over the small thing around it, walks up to the barbarian, and it makes 3 attacks.
Oh, good.
Troll makes 3 attacks, 1 with its bite and 2 with its claws. Now this is a non-player character. Is this a black dice or is this a blue dice? What do we think, crew?
Black dice.
Black.
Like dice.
You think this is a black dice? Okay, that's a blue one.
Unanimous. It has to be.
It is a black dice. It's not going to be on your side. I don't think we could charm the troll even if we wanted to because we can't speak giant.
Could the
I can understand us though.
Okay, I'm just going to roll 3 D20s because it has 3 attacks. Oops. Okay, with its first attack, its bite, and that's plus. What's it? Plus what? Plus what to hit? Okay. The barbarian has an armor class of 18. So it misses with its bite. It hits with its first claw attack, and it misses with its second claw attack. So it takes the barbarian takes 2d6 plus 4 slashing damage. And it's 3 plus 4 is 7. Okay, so the barbarian takes 7 damage. And then we're back up to the cleric, I think. Let's see, 2d6 is 3 plus 4 is 7. Yeah. Okay. It's now the cleric's turn again. What does the cleric want to do?
What are you trying to do? Can't just get a idea.
Now, Charlie has attacked the bear, so the cleric doesn't like Charlie.
I'm guessing he's not particularly fond of the troll.
But the troll has attacked the barbarian, and the troll is pinning the barbarian between Triezamine, who is not engaged with it.
Do I get to have some fun now?
Let's see. What spells does the cleric have? A suggestion. You've got to be able to speak the language of the target. So it can't... Okay. The cleric just casts... The cleric casts command again. At 3rd level. But this time he casts it on Dre, Christopher and Wingway.
What's the check?
A wisdom 14. Wisdom DC. Wisdom 14, yeah.
No, what are we rolling?
D20 and adding your dexterity modifier. Well,
cool.
not just that. You've got your saving throw modifiers on your thing here. Sometimes it's not exactly the same as your dexterity modifier. This is a wisdom modifier, sorry, wisdom. Wisdom saving
We
throw.
rolled last time.
Right, Wingway has got a roll of 14 or more because he's got a wisdom saving throw of... Oh, no, what's Wingway got? Wingway's got a wisdom saving throw of 7. Fuck me sideways. 1. Okay, Wingway is groveling. You know where your saving throws are? Have you found them?
I got my saving written down.
Saving throw of wisdom. +1.
Yeah, wisdom saving throw, yeah. On.
I've failed.
What did you say, Charlie?
I've failed.
Christopher, okay, you failed.
Drink.
You're groveling.
Only on my next turn.
And Dragon? What did you roll?
Hold on. Just find the D20. Oh, shit. I'm saving my phone from falling.
Good save.
Oh, I'll have to roll that again. Give me a sec. Just technical issues. 3.
You got a 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, you failed.
Well, honey, finally, I actually... 18. And my wisdom's +5.
No, you don't need to do it.
Oh, okay. Never mind
I
then.
thought it was,
You weren't targeted.
I thought it was insight last time.
No, it was wisdom.
But it mattered.
You weren't targeted.
I just still passed.
You weren't targeted the first time, Charlie.
What?
No, you were the only one who was not targeted because they didn't consider.
Oh,
you
I see. Right.
Triazamine.
Yeah.
It's your go. Right in front of you, directly in front of you, is a barbarian.
Okay.
He is in combat with, so he is engaged with a troll. That troll is just slashed him, but he slashed him in the back because he was facing you. So this barbarian is facing you, but he's got a troll attacking him from the back. Also, just within reach of you is a bear that is attacking Dragon. But that bear might decide. You don't know what that bear's going to do. It could decide to aid the barbarian with the troll, or it could decide to carry on attacking Dragon, although Dragon is grovelling and
has
apparently
Dragon,
no threat at the moment.
Has Dragon or Christopher taken any hits?
Dragon has taken no hits. Christopher has taken some damage.
12 damage.
That was from a chromatic orb that was thrown by the sorcerer, who is on the other side of the room.
Alright, my first action is to cast Lay on Hand on Christopher and get his health right back
You're
up
too
to
far
4.
away.
Damn it. What was that?
I wouldn't worry too much about Christopher.
If I were you, and I'm not, I would consider... Well, what have you got? You have a long sword, D10 plus 3. Let's have a look. Whilst wielding a shield and a creature you can see attacks a target other than you within 5 feet, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll.
Yep. That would have been really helpful.
No, she was grovelling, I'm afraid, in the last...
Yeah, I know. That's why I said it would have been really helpful. Otherwise, I'd have metagamed and asked Betty.
Yeah.
Do I have a chance to use Channel Divinity Turn the Unholy? As an action, you can send to fiends and undead. Each fiend or undead that can see or hear you within 30 feet must make a Wisdom saving throw, DC 14. On failure, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes...
That is very intuitive of you. However, there are no fiends or undead within 30 feet of you.
Okay.
What you do have is Divine Smite, which is at the top of the middle bit.
Don't probably get it to you.
Now, you also have the extra attack option.
Yeah, it says for Divine Smite, when you hit with a melee weapon attack, you spend 1 spell slot to deal 2d8 extra radiant damage to the target, plus 1d8 for spell level higher than the first, max 5d8, and plus 1d8 against undead or fiend.
Yes, and you have 2 spell slots at level 2. You have 4 spell slots at level 4. So you can cast the 2d8 4 times, and you can cast the 3d8 2 times. And that's within a long rest period. But you also have the extra attack. So you can attack twice instead of once whenever you take the attack action on your turn. So
yeah,
if you attack, you attack twice.
Yeah, I think I'll do the extra attack.
Oh, you can do the extra attack and the divine smite.
Okay, let's go with both then.
Okay, now you've got a plus what? Your sword I think is a plus 6. Yep, you've got a plus 6 on your sword. So roll that d20 and roll high. And where's Charlie? Where's Charlie gone? Let's give him a chance to come back. Okay, Kayla, you've got a plus 6 to attack
Mike is muted.
on your. Yes, you got a plus 6 to your attack roll on your long sword.
Okay.
Go for it. Roll that d20.
I got a 12.
You got what? 6 plus 6?
No.
12 plus 6 is 18, which is exactly what you need to hit the armor class of the Orc Barbarian. So you hit him. So you do 1d10 plus 3. And are you going to use your Divine Smite?
Yeah, go on.
Are you going to use it at level 1 or level 2?
Level 1.
The Barbarian does look like the hardest bastard in here.
What, other than the troll?
Which one
The
higher?
troll's AC is nowhere near as high as the Barbarian who's got plate armor. If you hit the Barbarian, fucking take the...
Fair.
What if I did the Divine Smite? Is level 1 higher or level 2?
You can take... you are echoing like a bitch. Pardon me for my language.
Okay, if I do Divine Smite, is level 1 higher or level 2?
Level 2 is higher than level 1.
Yeah, mate.
So then why did Charlie suggest that I go with level 1?
Because he didn't know. He thought that maybe you should save the level 2s for the troll.
Which one has more power?
The
Which
Barbarian
enemy?
is harder to hit than the troll. The troll has no armor.
Yeah,
So when you hit the Barbarian, it's good to do as much damage as possible.
How's work?
On the Barbarian, I'll leave the
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to do Divine Smite at level 2.
Yep.
Okay, in that case, what you need to do is roll 1d10 plus 3.
I mean, there's 3 of us by the end, and it was still one.
Fuck.
Charlie's got another character that's going to join the game for us.
Yeah, sorry.
Does it have 10? Yeah, that's a 10. Well, actually, that's a percentile dice, but yeah, use that one.
The other one that I've got.
Yeah, use that one. That's the D10.
Okay.
1d10 plus 3.
We'll see you then.
7.
Have a good one.
7 plus 3 is 10.
Well done. Quick maths.
Now add another 3d8.
That one, right?
That's it. So 10 plus...
That landed on 3.
3, so that's 13. And again?
4.
17. And...
3.
20.
20.
Okay, so you did 20 damage to the barbarian.
Did I kill him?
Let me tell you. He's been attacked by the troll already.
That was my bad.
He is well and truly bloodied.
Death's door.
He's not in the bone zone yet, but
No.
no, he is caught between a rock and a hard place.
Troll and a lunatic.
Yep. I should have given you an extra lunatic ability, but I haven't quite worked out how to use that mechanic yet. So, by the way, I worked out in my last game that my microphone was just not as loud as any of yours. So I turned up my microphone, and I noticed now that it keeps going into the red. When you hear me, is it very loud?
No, not really.
It's nice and clear.
Good.
You're not distorted.
Good. Okay.
When you were playing the guitar earlier, it did get a little bit distorted. The guitar was a bit too loud for it.
Okay, maybe I'll remember to play the guitar quietly. Okay, Triezamine. Brilliant. Now it's the enemy druid, the bear. Now, Dre. Dre done.
Yes.
So what happened to that?
Dragon, you are grovelling.
Kayla said, what happened to her second attack?
Oh, your second attack. Well done. You caught
I can
your
just about hear
dungeon.
you.
You must remember your abilities, because I can't be expected to remember everything on the bloody planet. So well done for calling me up on that. Now roll something higher than a 12.
That didn't work. Oh, fuck.
No, that landed awkwardly, sweetheart.
Okay,
You're just rolling on a little book.
Get a fucking tray.
What's that?
11.
You got 11. I'm sorry.
Oh.
You got 11 plus 6.
Better than what I rolled on the book.
I don't think you didn't get no inspiration.
No,
No, did you? No, but I was talking
Dragon's
inspiration.
got that.
Oh no, you've got inspiration for wearing your. Have you been wearing that the whole time, or did you take it off?
She's
I've been wearing it the whole time.
Okay, well you've got inspiration, and you can take it off now. Okay.
Yeah, roll again.
You roll that die again, and make sure you get a 12 or higher.
fuck's sake.
That one?
I got an 8.
You got an 8. I'm afraid that you miss.
You had your ears on the whole time for no reason.
Well done. Well done for playing the game and and accepting the pains that come with it.
Accepting defeat.
The enemy druid has decided that Tresamine is a bigger threat than the troll.
Woo!
And is going to use its attacks on you.
Shit.
What did she do?
Okay, you're a bear. It's a bear at the moment. The thing. It gets 2 attacks. That's a bite and a claw. It's +4 to hit. But you, Tresamine, are 22 AC.
Sorry, your jacket and you swiped and kind of scared her a little.
Okay, so first attack is going to be a bite, and it misses. Second attack is going to be a claw, and it got 15 plus 4, which is 19, which misses. Okay.
So,
So,
are you what?
so the bear missed you completely. Christopher, you are grovelling.
Oh.
The enemy sorcerer.
What about the enemy sorcerer?
The enemy sorcerer thinks that the dangers in this room are the troll and Triazamine, but the troll is closer to him than Triazamine, and two of his friends are right there, so he doesn't want to use an area attack. He's going to attack the troll. With a chromatic orb. Second level he's going to cast it at. Or maybe he'll cast it at third level. Ooh. Let's see. The troll has a natural armor class of 15.
Is the DM going to be a dick now?
Well, I'm just going to see.
When you say now.
No, she hasn't known him that long.
Okay, no. The sorcerer is going to cast a Ray of Sickness.
Ray of Sunshine.
Get up, come on, get down with the sickness.
Bolt.
That was the worst impression ever.
He's going to cast a Ray of Sickness.
That was even better.
Okay. 10 plus 4 does not hit the troll. So that's just the end of the sorcerer's go. He misses. Next it's the enemy barbarian. Now the enemy barbarian is caught between a rock and a hard place right now.
Troll and a lunatic.
Yeah, it's got a troll on one side and Triazamine on the other side. So it's big T and little t.
Just to point this out, shouldn't Tresamine have rolled with advantage?
No, because Dre was grovelling. Dragon was
grovelling. No, not that. He's engaged with the troll.
Yeah. I think you're correct.
I think you're right. Tresamine, roll one more. No, Tresamine got advantage. There's no such thing as double advantage. Tresamine, you can put up your hood.
The first roll should have been with advantage. If you put up your hood,
we'll forget about you using your
inspiration.
Your inspiration, and now you've got inspiration for another go. Because she did use advantage.
Yeah.
But but she used inspiration, so we'll say that the advantage came from the other thing, and she's still got the inspiration.
Cool.
Because you've hit with the first attack anyway.
Yeah.
So it's the enemy barbarian now. He's got Triazamine on one side and the troll on the other. He's got a passive wisdom of 10. I'm just going to roll dice to see which one he hits. Yeah, I'm going to roll a d6. If it's
even numbers, odd numbers.
No. If it's a 1 to a 3, he attacks the troll. If it's a 4 to a 6, he attacks Tresamine. It's a 5. He attacks Tresamine. So
good luck.
The barbarian uses his He's going to use double action. He's going to use a double attack. Because, right, first of all, the barbarian has 2-weapon fighting.
Control.
So when you engage in 2-weapon fighting, you can add your ability modifier to the damage of the second attack, which means that's a D10 plus 5. And he has...
Doesn't he have to have 2 weapons equipped?
He does have 2 weapons equipped. He's got 2 battle axes.
Okay. Oh, nice.
Which is why his AC is only 18. He doesn't have a shield. He's just got 2 battle axes.
I did wonder why it was so low.
And he also gets an extra attack. So basically he's going to try and hit you 4 times with a battle axe. And he's got a +8 to DC. But you are 22, so battle axe.
Wait, you don't get a bonus action on the...
He misses on the first one.
Second attack.
You don't get a bonus
action. You don't get a bonus action on the second attack. You can only use it on one or the other.
You can attack twice whenever you take the attack action on your turn.
Yeah, but it's the bonus action is the 2-weapon fighting.
No, that's not a bonus action. That's a fighter feature.
Oh, right. Sorry, everyone else is a bonus action. So.
No, that's a specific feature. Dre took dueling.
Yeah. No, sorry, I didn't realise. I thought it was like him using the bonus action twice.
No, that's cool. Next attack. .24, he hits. So
don't you have a reaction that you could use?
he only rolled a 2, so that's a 7 damage to you.
Don't you have a bonus action? Sorry, don't you have a reaction that you could use?
No, Tresamine has no reactions.
No? Protection?
Yeah, I've got a protection thing.
Protection, it says, whilst wielding a shield and a creature you can see attacks a target other than you.
Oh, other than you. Oh,
within
right.
5 feet. That's 1 reaction.
Yeah, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll.
Yep, so that's the...
Alright, but not...
That's
you
the,
can't
that's
use it
the
on yourself.
reaction that you've got. So you took 7 damage there. Now, I think he's going to continue attacking you. And he missed. And he hit. And he got 10.
17 damage overall.
So 10 plus 7 damage is 17. So take that away from your HP.
So load up D&D.
Or you can just write it on your page.
How many?
17.
17.
How many hit points do you have?
A lot less.
Okay, the troll missed with his bite. The troll is still attacking the barbarian.
With advantage.
It can have advantage if you'd like. I think it probably is not on the same team as Triazamine and so doesn't have advantage.
No, it doesn't matter. He's engaged with 2 enemies. It's an advantage.
Okay, you're the rules master. Well, that one he already hit, so I'm not going to bother rolling it again. Oh, in case, well, he might get a 20. Alright, none of those hit. So he got a bite. No, sorry, he got a claw. Which is 2d6 plus 4. Oh, 11, 15.
Nice.
15 damage to the barbarian, and the barbarian is very much in the bone zone. He is -3.
That's dead.
Which means he's on death saves. Okay, great. Now that just took out the hardest enemy in the room, which was Wingway's plan. Wait until the barbarian gets between us and the troll, and then release the troll.
Good.